everybody. My name is Makayla, and this is my narrated presentation on the movie Inside Out for English 112, Section P6B. The overall purpose of this presentation is to persuade you to want to watch Inside Out. Firstly, the director on the left is known as Pete Docter. He has also directed the popular movie Up and Monsters, Inc. with Disney Pixar. The actress in the middle is known as Amy Poehler, and she plays Joy. You may know her from Parks and Recreation. And lastly, on the right, we have Phyllis Smith, who plays Sadness, and you may know her from The Office. Before I begin listing reasons as to why you should watch Inside Out, I wanted to provide you with a movie overview. Inside Out follows 11-year-old Riley, pictured to the right, who is saddened by her move from Minnesota to San Francisco when her dad gets a new job. When she left Minnesota, she left behind her childhood best friends and her childhood sport, hockey. What happens as a result, leaving Minnesota, is that her emotions change. Her emotions completely changed, resulting in conflict in the control room, which is where all the emotions reside. Joy ends up getting sucked into Riley's memory library, where she gets sucked in with sadness. Therefore, the other emotions take over the control room, making Riley make poor decisions, which results in the theme of the movie. With an overview of the movie in mind, I wanted to begin listing reasons as to why you should watch Inside Out. Reason number 1 is that it simplifies mental health. Banyan Mental Health states, Disney Pixar's use of emotions simplifies but also conceptualizes mental health, found in paragraph 3. Not only does it teach youth about mental health, but it also entertains the youth and entertains all audiences for that matter. Inside Out is a very entertaining movie across all generations. One way that Disney Pixar was able to make this idea entertaining and to be able to teach the youth about mental health is the use of personified emotions, pictured to the right. This is 5 emotions picked out of the 27 that Pixar originally had in mind. Furthermore, assigning a personality to these emotions and a voice to these emotions allows for children in all generations to be able to establish a relationship and close feeling with those characters. And this developed relationship between the audience and the characters allows for children to distinguish between each emotion. Additionally, color symbolism helps the audience understand which emotion is which. PicMonkey states, color meanings influence the way we perceive the world around us, in color meanings paragraph 1, which means the colors assigned to each emotion, for example, yellow for joy and blue for sadness, indicate an establishment between the emotions. We as humans understand what each color means in a sense. The second reason you should consider watching Inside Out is its screen design. This movie utilizes bright colors across the board, even to indicate Riley's mind, which is dull and sometimes. This makes it more appealing to the audience. Secondly, relating to the previous slide are the color choices. The color choices help audience to distinguish between each emotion, which is relating to the color symbolism theory, which is pictured to the right. Furthermore, this color scheme also helps the audience to convey Riley's emotions because each emotion there is symbolism. For example, even on the screen and in the background, when Riley gets to her new house in San Francisco, it's depicted as dull and dark, indicating that there is gloom behind the idea of Riley moving there. However, in her childhood home, when it gives flashbacks to Riley's childhood, it's bright, indicating that her childhood was happy, and she was happy. Reason number 3 is the casting choices. In the movie, it is understood that the characters also mirror their voice actors. When comparing the voice actors to their characters, there's such a similarity between how they act to how their characters act. For example, Amy Poehler's humorous and joyful attitude almost perfectly depicts Joy's attitude in the movie, and Phyllis Smith's concern for others and humor in playing the character also depicts sadness, because sadness does say some pretty sad things in the movie. Even Bill Hader, who plays Fear, pictured to the right, is able to precisely act on his character because that's how he acts in real life. Furthermore, they establish an anti-monotony policy in the movie because the voice actors and their tones are always unique, and each line is pretty much hard to predict what's coming next. This makes the movie more entertaining to watch because the audience understands that each unique line is different. This makes the movie more thrilling to watch because the audience doesn't have to predict what each character is going to say next. And this also, once again, helps the audience to establish which emotion is which and to distinguish between them. Overall, the casting crew did a pretty good job of casting each character, choosing somebody who can play the role accurately. Lastly, here are the references provided for the sources I used on slide 4. I hope you enjoyed learning about why you should watch Inside Out, and I hope you choose to watch it. Thank you!